Chapter 31, Servicing Air Brake Systems, Day 1, Video 15, Charging System Tests. So we're going to begin our charging system test by draining all of the air out of the system. Right, so we're going to go to the air tanks underneath the truck or in the rear of the truck and drain these tanks down. So the first thing that we're looking for, we've got the drain valve or the drain cocks here. A couple different styles here. We can have a manual valve that we either twist to allow the air to escape, one that's got a chain on it that we would pull, or our automatic drain valve. So we can still manually drain an automatic drain valve. Right in the center of that valve, it's got a tiny pin in there that we would push up and the air would escape. What we're looking to do here is obviously drain all the air out and see if there's any water in these tanks. We don't want to see any water. So that's one of our first indicators of a problem with our charging system. With all the air out of the system, 0 psi, we will start the engine. Right? So when we start the engine, the compressor is turning and it is creating air pressure. So what we want to look for is listen for is that low pressure buzzer going off. We should hear that annoying buzz, and then a low pressure warning light also on the dash somewhere alerting us that we've got low system air pressure. Not going to allow us to move until we get enough air pressure built up in the system. So we have two ways to indicate that the pressure is low: a buzzer and a light. Start the engine, verify compressor builds pressure. So we're going to watch our system air pressure, primary and a secondary. This one's indicating secondary air. Needle starting at 0. As it starts to move up, comes up, we'll see that it's moving. That's what we want to see. Once we get to a minimum of 60 psi, that buzzer should go off. And the light should go off also, letting us know that we've got the minimum air pressure needed to move the truck. That's our first system test. We continue to let the system pressure build, and once we get to 85 psi, we're going to have our stopwatch, and we're going to start the stopwatch. And then let it build up to 100 psi. Once it sweeps past the 100 psi, turn your stopwatch off. So that's that timed build-up test that we're going to do. That from 85 to 100, so building that 15 psi of pressure should take no more than 45 seconds. That's what the roadside inspectors are going to test for. And that is a FMVSS 121 standard. If it takes longer to build up the air pressure, you've got a problem in your charging circuit, and there's potential you could run out of air pressure. If it makes it way under the 45 seconds, no problem, we're good. And then continue to observe the air pressure gauge. We should hear we should stop charging between 120 and 130 psi, and we'll know that happens because we hear the air dryer purge.